Jeremiah chapter 50, 22 and 23 reads, "A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?" Giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Power of Israel, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, Ruha Rukakudash. Double honor to the mighty men, the elders, and the apostles in the community, waking up the lost sheep of the house of Israel in these last days. Peace and blessings to everyone doing this truth and humbleness, sincerity. Again, I'm going to say shalom. Just get through this article, bring out some precepts, and we'll wind it down. Okay. International source reads, United States military hit by unprecedented leadership void. Read that from the top. The United States military hit by unprecedented leadership void. The Pentagon has warned that a political impasse over the top commander appointments may jeopardize troop readiness. Okay. The United States Army and Marine Corps are both without a top leader for the first time in history because of a political role in Washington, potentially undermining efforts to recruit troops and ensure that they are ready to defend the nation, the Pentagon has warned. And that's why I opened up with this precept. Okay, let's fast forward to the lockdown and the mess that followed after that lockdown. This is no surprise. When you lock down, then you have a reopening, then you had that condition where they were forcing vaccine on the masses, including its armed forces, its police departments, and that created a worse condition because they end up declining on their staff, and in this case, your force members, your service members, to protect and guard the country. Okay, and you look at New York City and Chicago and all these major cities, violence is over the top because what happened? They refused to take vaccine, and now you got violence throughout the 50 states. Let's read on. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin claimed on Friday that the United States failure, from the top, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin claimed on Friday that the United States Senate's failure, to confirm military nominations for over 300 pending officer posts, including chiefs for the country's 2 ground combat forces, is disruptive and could hinder relations with allies. This is mad corruption within your so-called military forces. Okay. Senator Tommy Tuberville, an Alabama Republican, has blocked approvals for appointments in disputes over Pentagon's new abortion benefits for service members and their dependents. This country is finished. So much for your great red, white, and blue. I don't hoist that, okay? For the record, I'm going on a rant. I don't hoist that flag because that flag is full of the blood of innocent saints. And you go into the saints, the indigenous that was destroyed and killed by the billions. When you go into the whole Columbus takeover and what some say patriotism, which is greatly to be questioned because they killed and slaughtered indigenous by billions and killed them to take this land. And now we're seeing there's corruption and all types of chaos within their own ranks to the point they can't even appoint leaders. So this country's going nowhere fast. And for Israel in the truth, Keep these commandments. If you're new to the truth, keep the commandments, because this is an alarming report within Babylon the Great and its so-called military forces. Okay. I'll read that again. Senator Tommy Tuberville, an Alabama Republican, has blocked approvals for appointments in a dispute over Pentagon's new abortion benefits for service members and their dependents. Today, for the first time in history, Department of Defense, 2 of our services will be operating without Senate-confirmed leadership. This place is sinking. Okay. Austin said in a speech at Joint Base Meyer Henderson Hall in Arlington, VA, he added, in our dangerous world, the security of the United States demands orderly and prompt transitions of our confirmed military leaders. Well, that's not going to happen when you got all these wayward, decrees being passed among the armed forces. Y'all know where I'm going with that. It was once a legitimate military. Okay. Today it's a damn circus. Y'all know where I'm going. I'm not going to get too deep with that. But you see what it's causing internally. This place is crumbling from within, as Rome did. And something very bad's going to follow. But let me finish this. The Marine Corps has been without a top leader since General David Berger completed his 4-year term and commanded on July 10th. The void marked the first such leadership gap for the branch in 164 years. Wow. The Army was left with the same leadership void on Friday when General James McConville relinquished his command as Chief of Staff. Great teams needed great leaders, and that's central to maintaining the full might of the most lethal fighting force on earth. Austin said it is vital for our global leadership and for the trust and confidence of our outstanding networks of allies and partners. The failure to confirm our supplied qualified senior uniformed leaders undermines our military readiness. Yeah, they're not ready. While the rest of the nations are prepared to overthrow this place. So something real serious is coming to America. Judgment. Okay? The impasse stems for the United States Supreme Court's decisions last years to overturn Roe v. Wade and landmark 1973 legal ruling that had protected abortion as a constitutional right. The reversal opened the doors for dozens of Republican-led states to impose new restrictions on abortions. The Pentagon responded in February by ordering that all U.S. military branches offer special benefits, including 3 weeks of paid leave and full reimbursement for expenses to troops and family members who travel to abortion-friendly states to terminate pregnancies. Okay, Tuberville has claimed the policy violates a federal law that prohibits federal funds from being used to pay for abortions. He has demanded that Democrat-controlled Senate hold a vote on abortion travel policy. Democrats could get around Tuberville's procedural blockade by holding individual votes. It says individual votes on each nomination, but they have said that approach would take months and prevent them from addressing other issues. Lawmakers are currently on summer vacation. It only just getting worse for this place, right? Acting commanders are filing the vacant posts, but they reportedly can't move into their new offices or homes and are blocked from exercising some powers, such as budgeting authorities and issuing formal policies until their appointments are confirmed. Last paragraph. I'm confident that we'll get this fixed, Austin said, adding that he expects the Senate to meet its responsibility and swiftly confirm our 41st Chief of Staff of the Army. That's the end of that article. And let me tell y'all something. Just reading that. Do America look like a place that's ready to defend itself? Just reading that article. It's a bunch of confusion within your armed forces now. Okay? And it's just setbacks. I mean, you'll check it. They just burnt half the damn ammo with the Ukrainian fall off. They lost a chunk of the ammo with that. And they trying to backpedal. How you backpedaling Slovakia with munitions, and now you can't even set up proper leadership within the so-called military forces? This place is finished. Let's read. Let's get some precepts and we're going to end it. Isaiah 45, 1 through 5. Isaiah 45, Slovakia. Isaiah 47, 1 through 5. It reads, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness," where the military is headed, "O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms." Yeah, and that's manifest. The United States military, from the time of the mandate, it's been a downward spiral. They can't even get their order right. Meanwhile, Russia has basically destroyed Ukraine in that war. Reports have it some of the weapons been picked up in that Sudanese region. There are reports some of those weapons found way into Mexico and Latin America. Okay, because when you go into that conflict, okay, what's left of it, some sources even said it was a bunch of trade deals going on, weapons trade, instead of the weapons being given to Ukraine. So what really happened to some of the weapons that was given to Ukraine, it's kind of suspect. And there's so many reports of dead troops out there now. That's a famine and crisis in itself, dealing with what's left of the Ukraine war with Russia. Okay, so America's sinking, man. I'm gonna read this again from the top. Isaiah 47, 1 through 5. "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kings." Now the Most High is just breaking this place down. Its military forces broken down. You can't get around that article. That's not good for this place. But it's judgment. Okay? It's judgment from the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And that's why I do these exhortations to wake chief of the Israelites up. But even the other nations, you don't keep these commandments, you're going to get it. Okay? And even if y'all serve, y'all going to be made captives in that time anyways. Okay? It's Isaiah 14, 1 on down. Revelation 13 and 10. Okay? Isaiah, I believe that's 11 and 1. The God Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is a just weight. Okay? So for everyone that pushed that old patriot thing, you can't kill billions of innocent. I don't want to say innocent because we're suffering for the transgressions of our foreparents. So it's all designed of the Most High. But if we did our time and we're at the end of it, the other nations got to get in line, okay, and deal with judgment. And America's gonna get the worst judgment when them Sarmats come this way and burn this place away, along with the 2 parts of our own people that just refuse to repent. Okay? And America's time is emphatically running out. Okay? Let's read the book of Isaiah 14, 4 through 6. It reads, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord had broken the staff of the wicked, the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hinder it. And you know it's bad when your military can't even get his leadership together. So it's insanity for us to vote Democrat, Republican. It's a waste of time and energy. America cannot save people from the diaspora. Okay? Chiefly of people of color, but all those that go back into the bloodline of Israel, those that may look white, Indian, Asian, just looking like the other nations. If you're Israel, repent or be destroyed, because America's going down. That's a telling sign when your military when your military is failing in order and structure and leadership. Something horrifically bad will follow. Okay. Let's see if there's any more. It says Jeremiah 50, 22 and 23. It reads, a sound of battle is in the land and of the great destruction. From the top. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. How was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon becoming desolation among the nations? And that's plain when your military leadership can't even get it together. That's a warning sign this place is coming down. That's a serious warning sign. See if there's any more. We're going to end it here. We're going to end it with the classic. Obadiah 1, 3, and 4. It reads, the pride of thine heart had deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? America. They proud as hell, and they think they won't be judged. All the other kingdoms have been judged. America is an extension of Rome. Ancient Rome fell. America's going to fall the same. All you have to do is read Daniel's the 2nd chapter. Just read the latter end of that chapter. Daniel's 2, I'd say started from 44 to like, I'd say 47 maybe. Yahushua gonna pound these kings, these elite kings running this earth. He's gonna put them away. Okay, so if you believe in America, patriotism, that's off. If I was someone of that, I would lose that narrative because of the murders committed against indigenous people that was already here, led by Columbus and his host. And America's coming down. So you have to repent. If you're in the knowledge of this truth, you have to repent. If you're new to this truth, you have to repent or be destroyed. Okay. I'll read this from the top. Obadiah 1, 3, and 4. The pride of thine heart had deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, And do thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down. Okay. Read that again. It says, do thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and do thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord. And with that, give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Power of Israel, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the mighty men, the elders, and the apostles in the community, waking up the lost sheep of the house of Israel in these last days. Peace and blessings to everyone doing this truth and humbleness, sincerity. Israel, I love y'all. We got next. Shalom.